Welcome back for today's college football pick video play for September 29th, 2018. In this one, talking about this Big 12 matchup between Iowa State and TCU. If you're interested in getting all of our college football picks for this Saturday's action, we have 10 plays against the spread. Again, you can get all of those over at stumpthespread.com, link down in the video description. Our complimentary play is a pick against the spread in the Oklahoma State versus Kansas game, and then we also have 9 other picks on top of that against the spread that you can access over at our main website. So heading into this one, going to be talking about this Iowa State TCU game here, and neither team getting off to the exact type of start that they wanted to have. Iowa State 1-2 overall, also 1-2 against the spread, but those defeats coming against respectable opponents, losing by 10 points at Iowa and then also losing by 10 points at home against Oklahoma. And then this past week, the Cyclones not overly impressive, but coming through and breaking out of that 2-game losing streak to get past Akron by a final of 26-13. And now they head back out on the road in what's going to be a really tough road contest here in Iowa State. Just a brutal schedule to open up the year. So like I said, already defeats on the road against Iowa and at home against Oklahoma. And then their upcoming schedule, they have to go on the road against TCU, on the road against Oklahoma State, and then at home against West Virginia and Texas Tech. So just a brutal stretch here for Iowa State over the next month of action. It'll be interesting to see how they fare during this murderer's row within the Big 12. Iowa State on the year, up to this point, they rank 121st in the nation in scoring average, 41st in total team defense. Definitely more likely to be a defensive-oriented group here when they have success this year compared to what we've seen from the Cyclones offensively. Now, the home team here today, the TCU Horned Frogs, they're 2-2 overall. They're also going through a really tough portion of their schedule. They lost to Ohio State this past week on the road. They kind of let things get away from them in the second half as they lost to Texas by 15 points. They opened up the year with back-to-back blowout wins over Southern and then a 30-point road win over SMU. TCU, this is a great opportunity for them to bounce back. They're on their home field, and that's going to be the case for TCU over the next 3 weeks, where we think the Horned Frogs can get things back on track a bit. Their upcoming games against Iowa State, Texas Tech, and then Oklahoma. Really going to be interested to see how those play out. So TCU on the year right now, 44th in the nation in scoring average, 49th in total team defense. We don't think TCU has played quite up to their ultimate potential so far in 2018. This is definitely a top 25 caliber squad in terms of their coaching and overall roster talent, but to get back into the top 25, they're going to have to go on a bit of a run here coming up. So getting back to their home field where TCU hasn't been since the first week of action, we feel like things are lining up today for the Horned Frogs to have success in a bounce-back victory over Iowa State. The question is, can they win by a large enough margin to go on and grab this cover? And with it shrinking a little bit, opening around 12 points, now down to about 10.5. We have more confidence siding with TCU to have a bounce-back performance in a very positive manner here against the Cyclones as they go on to win and cover this 10.5-point spread. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. Again, you can check out all of our Week 5 plays in college football over at stumpthespread.com. Link down in the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for future videos.